What's going on, guys? Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Big Brain Boys podcast. I'm tipsy. Patsy's tipsy. It is what it is. It's a Friday afternoon on a doubleheader. These are doubleheader recordings. This is just what happens, okay? If you don't know what the drill is, look back to other intros that I've done. Do the YouTube thing and the Apple and the Spotify shit. Do whatever those entail. Watch the things and press the buttons when they come up. And that's what we need you to do, okay? We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoy this episode. Fucking enjoy.
Let's keep drinking, man.
Should we?
Yeah, I
Should we
think so.
crack these?
I mean, they're cold and they're beer. Oh.
Oh!
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, buddy.
You know, when you come over for these, it's kind of like the start of a bender, you know?
Yeah, I know.
You know, the first one's a little slow, getting the gears turning.
Yeah.
The second one comes around and we're just, well, actually, I guess last time you did it, we were hung titties.
Yeah, but we pulled out with a pretty good pot.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good. But, yeah, you show up and it's just the boozapalooza.
Do you think that I'm a bad influence?
Yeah, no question. It's not even, yeah. What do you mean? Like, you don't think?
Unironically, though, do you, as on a friend level, do you think I'm a bad influence?
Yes.
Really?
I don't think all the time, but I think I'm a bad influence too. I'm a yes man. When someone says, "Hey, do you want to go out for 2 to 4 to 18 beers?" I say, "Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'll be there.
Uh-huh.
Tell me when and where and I'm there."
Uh-huh.
I don't say no often.
Yeah.
And it's a flaw mostly,
Yeah.
but it's also a great trait to have.
Of course.
It's a good thing to have in a friend.
It's a good thing to have in a friend that you're not with all the time.
Yeah.
That's
when
the thing.
We see each other
once
a month.
I think that's the key ingredient.
And you look at me and you say, "Game time?"
Yeah.
And
if we were roommates, it would be a disaster.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'd be a disaster.
Yeah. I'm like a bulldog. Like, yeah, it's okay. Where do you want me?
How long have we known each other?
Grade 10, I think we met.
Fuck.
Grade 11, maybe. Well, maybe we met in grade 10, but became friends in grade 11.
You know, that's a decade. I think maybe
grade 11's a decade ago.
Because we graduated 8 years ago.
2014. 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Yeah, in the spring it'll be 10 years. It'll be our 10-year anniversary. Graduating.
Dude, 10-year high school. Are you gonna go?
Fuck no.
Thank God, dude. That would have been a fucking.
Unless I can flex on the hose, then I'll go.
If you're a millionaire astronaut cowboy,
like I'm just texting all the rich people. No, can I drive your car to my 10-year anniversary?
Yeah. Everyone's
it's gonna be $200. All right, fine.
Everyone's like, dude, we have you on Instagram. You're not this guy.
Dude, I have you on LinkedIn. Like, I know what you do.
You literally applied to my fucking to my work as a
me asking
clerk
for a job.
I feel like that's the thing now. Like nowadays, like I mean, on a serious level, I wouldn't ever go to a 10-year high school reunion. Just ever, fucking God, no.
Even if you were flexing on the hose.
Especially if I was flexing on the hose.
You're like, I don't want to be anywhere near the town I graduated in.
No,
that's so
honestly,
true.
I would never go. But another thing too is even if like I wanted to, I feel like now with social media, you don't even like. I know what people, anyone who is worthwhile like catching up with, like anyone that I have them all on social media.
Yeah,
I
you
know
already
what they all do.
Yeah.
Or I still talk to them. Like that's the thing is to go to my high school reunion would only be going to see people that I don't still talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I don't like. We have communication with the people we want to still talk to.
Exactly.
So
like you would go to your high school. Like that's the thing. You would only go to your reunion
if you're like, I haven't seen my buddy in fucking
or not even that, or you don't talk to anybody. Like say you like moved away right after graduation.
Oh,
you
right.
went like fucking to Europe for 10 years and you just happened to be back. Then you'd be like, oh, I should go and just like see who's there.
Yeah.
And it would be all the other people that don't talk to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd just be a bunch of weirdos and you're like, I need to leave.
A 10-year high school reunion sounds like the nightmare blunt rotation to me.
I think like fucking 50-year would be fun because then he'd be like, who's still alive? Like who's still kicking around?
Yeah.
But like 10
You're
years.
like, Larry? No way.
What the fuck?
You were fucked up every day.
I saw the shit you did in the bathroom.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. That's funny.
Yeah. But no, not the 10-year. Fuck the 10-year. Unless
Also, like when I was like I always, I guess when I was a kid, I thought 10-year high school reunion would be like we're all like old fucks. It was like we're getting old.
yeah.
But like I thought like I when I was a kid, I was like 10-year high school reunion. Like
Like if you're 10 years out of high school, like you're an old bag of bones.
yeah, to a high school or before high school,
Yeah.
you might as well be fucking 50.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
now I'm almost
You're
at
like,
it.
you're like still outside the school. You're like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool, right? I can still hang out with you guys. You guys have a party later?
You see the teacher that was mean to you when you were a freshman. Hey, Mr. Johnson, you remember me? Eggs, like you're 30 years old.
Throwing toilet paper at the school. Spray painting Connor was here.
Yeah. You got gray hairs in your beard. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, get out of here. Move away.
Yeah, you're not getting any reaction. Just the principal's like, hey, come on, man.
Dude,
It's been 10 years, bro.
What are you doing? Go get a job. It's Tuesday afternoon.
Fuck school.
Like a sitcom or something.
Yeah, I could never. But do you remember, this is actually a friendship quiz,
Oh, uh-oh.
which is, speaking of things we were talking about before recording, we're like things that are gay that aren't gay.
saying friendship quiz to your buddy?
Do you know the day we met?
Like first time we ever met?
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing sticks out. The only thing I can think is I think you picked us up in your escape. If I met you before then I can't think of it. Like at a party or something.
You don't know?
Oh, actually, was it a house party?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was with Reed. We joyrode someone's parents' car. Someone's car. What?
Sorry, what?
We joyrode someone's car.
Oh, when people were
What'd you think I said?
like, I thought it like when you say joyride someone's car, I thought you meant like we stole someone's car and we're driving around town.
Well, kind of parents' car, kind of.
That's okay. That's what is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah,
And it's just
parents'
funny
car.
because I kind of forgot that we had a phase where we were doing that.
Yeah, when you were 14, 15,
Yeah.
you would steal your parents' car.
Yeah. No, because I don't know. I don't remember that.
In the middle of the night, we would put it in neutral and we would roll it out to the street and then start it and drive away.
You text all the boys who's sneaking out tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it was like Eric Madsen and Reed Toohey, but no, you were with Tony at Tony's house.
Yeah.
And we came and picked you up and went to Denny's.
Oh, was I wasted?
I don't know, maybe, but we joyrode. I think it was Reed's dad's car, and we came and picked up you and Tony at Tony's house, and went to Denny's, and that was the night I met you. And this was in the winter.
And you remember this vividly?
Pretty vividly. We came and picked you up in a stolen vehicle, as far as on paper is concerned, and we went to Denny's.
Did you think I was cool? And be honest.
Well, I was at a different school, and I was friends with Reed, so I think at that time I knew that you and Tony were really funny, but I also in my head I was like, I'm probably never going to see this guy again.
You thought I was lame.
No, not lame. I knew you were really funny, but I was only friends with Reed. Like that's as far as the Sal. I was only friends with Reed.
Yeah.
So you guys were really funny, but I was like, I'm never going to see this guy again.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like, oh, me and Matt are friends now. I was like, I'm never going to see this guy again.
Yeah, you're like, I picked up this fucking weirdo, and he makes a joke once in a while.
No, I thought you and Tony were fucking hilarious. And I actually remember the day that I decided to come to Sal was, I actually don't know if you were there or not, but I was in my escape with two other people from Facey. They were older, and you guys needed a boot. And it was like Reed, Betteridge, Tony, Blake, and I'm not sure if you were there, but it was like 6 guys. And they were like, hey, can you boot for us? Because I had 2 older people in my car, and they had fakes.
Yeah.
And dude, this is funny.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Were you there? I don't know if you were there actually. So Reed texted me, hey, can you boot for us? So I came and picked them up, and they all 6 of those guys piled in. Chris Maloney, I think, too.
Yeah.
Or Chris, Blake, fucking Betteridge, Reed, Tony, all piled in my car with that already had 2 other people in it.
Yeah.
Like
in the trunk.
4 of them are lying on top
them.
of each other in the trunk. And we went to the liquor store, and you guys were so funny. You guys kept I don't think you were there, but Blake just kept making. You guys kept fucking with Blake, and then Betteridge was just would be behind the girl that was in the passenger seat. He would just be like. And this is when we were 15 or 16, sorry. So it was like, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I remember I had to pull the car over because I was crying laughing so hard. And the two people I was with were not laughing. They were like, these guys are weird. And I was like,
these guys are hilarious.
These guys are hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got to come to Sal.
That's crazy.
And then me and obviously the facey fucking coaches and teachers and everything.
Yeah.
Gigantic falling out.
It kind of worked out. That's crazy. Hearing like high school lore. Like
high school lore.
Yeah. Like hearing the background stories of how all the shit came to be.
I haven't talked about those in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you what in your mind was the first time we met? Was
I don't know.
Thinking of a party?
No. Well, there's either two things. There's one I remember. It was a house party. Like for some reason I want to say it was Emily Bignell's party. And
in between grade 10 and 11.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know. I was there with Tony and maybe Jake or something, and you were drunk. Like I remember showing up, and
and I was like,
you were like on the couch, and like you weren't like throwing but you were clearly like way more fucked up than me, and not like than the whole party, and you were just like, oh, like what's up? Like I remember like somebody mentioned you or some shit, and for some reason in my head I was like, that's the first time I met you. And then, but the other time I remember you were with Reed and Chris, I think. And same thing, I think it was like me and Tony hanging out, and you came in your like black Escape and like picked us up, and we went and like, I don't know, got a fucking bottle of booze and drank it somewhere.
Right.
But those are the only two things that pop in my head.
Right.
But that house party I feel like was like the first time. Because you like,
I swear
we didn't like interact like.
You remember this? Because I honestly don't remember this at all.
No, like somebody was like, oh, this is Connor. And you were just like on the couch, like, what's up, man? Like, and I had like 2 beers probably, but you were like, loaded. Like you were drunk.
I was Jerry Springer.
And you're like, what's up, man? I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, I'm Matt. And you're like, oh, I heard Reed's, fucking.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
No,
dude.
but you not to that extent, but you,
in
as many words, you're like, oh, Reed told me about you. Like, what's up, man? How's it going? And I was like, oh yeah, cool. Like, and that was kind of it. Like, that was it for the night.
Dude, I remember the high school parties getting like, I notoriously would just get way too like I was.
Oh, bro, we were scaring the hoes.
Yeah, like definition of scaring the hoes.
Like if there was a house party, I'm scaring the hoes right away.
Yeah, like I remember like just getting way too drunk and girls shut. You guys want a beer bong? Like, like just fucking waves,
way over the top.
16 years old, and fucking.
You're just like, you are terrifying right now.
You are petrifying the hose.
You got like vomit on your shirt.
Yeah, I puke and rallied. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm good to go. It's like, oh, okay. I guess that's cool.
Yeah, it's funny. It's always like hearing people tell stories about how like high school was their prime. They're like, oh, high school was prime. Dude, I cringe at all the high school stories.
No, I don't want to go back.
Yeah, high school. You could not pay me to go back to high school.
It was fun, but it was fun once, and that's it.
I do remember I remember coming to Matt's high school, and Matt's high school was like, I went to high school for the first year as like, what would have been like, I guess, kind of like, I don't know, how would you describe it?
Go ahead, say it.
I don't know, the kind of douchey or like maybe preppier high school.
Yeah.
And then your high school was kind of like the greasers. Mm-hmm. And I remember
the dirt balls.
Yeah, and I remember going there, and I remember Reed the first day I walk in to I think I actually went to first day with Reed, and he brings me in and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's a rule." He's like when you're chewing your tobacco, you got to throw your dips on the roof when you're done with them.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
And I was like, that's a rule? And he's like, yeah, I'll show you. And he brings me to the bathroom, and there's a laminated sign from the teacher that says, please don't throw your chewing tobacco on the roof. It stays there, and it's really hard to get off.
Yeah.
Please throw it in the garbage. And I'm 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way. Like, this is we were like, back when dipping was like so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing.
And you go into the bathroom and it's a bunch of black fucking dots.
You go in the bathroom and it's littered with fucking used dips.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so funny. And then Reed was like,
there's a rule. You're just like, oh, do I have to like,
no, but he was
do I have to like pay respect to somebody? You're like,
yeah.
No, let me show you the bathroom.
He was so serious too, because you know how Reed is too.
Yeah.
He's like, no,
everything's law.
There's legit a rule. Like you can't. And I'm like, all right, Reed. And then he was like, yeah, every day at 2:45. We go 2:45 or 2:15.
Yeah, I forgot what it is, but I know what you're.
It was like 2:15 poop.
Yep.
And he's like, every day we meet at 2:15 in this bathroom, and we all just dip and fucking skip that period or whatever like that.
And we all take a shit.
And Reed would take a shit from the top of the stall and try to get it in.
Dude, Reed is the funniest human alive because I think I still have photos in my phone of the shits he would send me. Because he would always send me his shits. And dude took logs. Like,
dude, do you remember? I mean, maybe you don't remember. This would have been, I think this was actually grade 10. So before I even came to Sal, me, Cam, and Reed and Chris, I think, went camping.
Mm-hmm.
And we went out to, I can't remember what it was, but it was up by a railroad. And we were all just like drunk. We were like, man, we should take a shit on the railroad. Mm-hmm. And obviously, like, we couldn't do it. Probably wouldn't even do it or like this. And Reed's like, I'll do it. And wait for the train to come.
Yeah, no question.
And so Reed, he squats down. I put the picture on Instagram back when we were like 15.
Yeah.
And he squats down to take a shit on the railroad. And he's like, you guys need to leave. And I was like, we're like, what? He's like, I need to concentrate. And dude, we're like, okay. So we go like 20 feet the other way.
Yeah.
And he was there for like 15 minutes, like not saying, like in silence, like squatting over the railroad. Concentrating.
Like a dog.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to shit. And he takes like a fucking perfect triple coiler on the railroad. And he goes, like, boys, check that out. like that's, and he's proud of it. He's like,
so much pride.
Yeah, so much pride. All right, this is questions, Q&A, and submissions and everything like that from the Instagram. Tips for short guys picking up girls.
Undoubtedly have to be funny. You have to have a personality.
You have to have personality, but like even just one-liners. I think if you're a short guy, and you go up to a girl, to even just like look up to her and like open your hands and go like goo goo gaga,
yeah,
like, that's a great one-liner.
Yeah,
I'm
a baby that needs milk.
Milky.
Yeah, girl with big tits, mama.
Grown man,
bro. Talk about scaring hoes at the bar, mama. Dude. Like that'll get you a restraining order. Yeah. Stat.
That's a great way to scare the hoes. Is to look at a girl with big tits and just not eye contact, just stare at them and say,
mama. Everybody, the milkman showed up.
She's like, are you fucking animal?
What are you doing right now? Auga! Can you fucking leave me alone? Yeah. Money, personality, huge dong. Those are the big three. That's Bosch, Wade, and LeBron right there. The big three. Money, dong, and funny.
Money, dong, and funny?
That's my next album. Money, dong, and funny.
That sounds like a Chinese NBA player.
Money, dong, funny.
This one says, my new girlfriend thinks 6 inches is too small. Should I be self-conscious? 6 inches soft?
No, it's gotta be 6 inches bricked.
6 inches bricked?
Yeah.
And
brother, you should be showing that shit off.
You think so?
Hell yeah. Be proud of your 6 inches, man.
Yeah, 100%. But this is is he saying his girlfriend told him that to his face? Because then that's a...
Yeah, that's an issue. Off. Like if that's all you're working with...
You gotta throw hands at that point. The fuck?
If that's all you're working with, and that's plenty to work with, man. But if your girl's telling you that's not enough...
If
then
she said that to your face...
She belonged to the streets. Typically we give bad advice, but I feel like this guy, we're actually like coaching him through this one.
Well, I feel for him. His username is hot.
I only have 6 inches. Do you want to out his username right now?
Yeah, I don't even know. I think it's a burner. I think it's my dad. If she said that to your face, write her off, dude.
Yeah, hands. Kick her out of the house.
Or what you can try to do is only have sex with her in the dark, and then get a buddy who's got a hammer to come in.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like I think there's like slip-on dildos you can use that give you like 2-3 inches more,
mm-hmm.
and that'll be enough for her hoe ass.
For her, oh Jesus! Since when do you talk like that? Do I go for it and just call her a bitch?
That's all it says.
That's all it says is, do I go for it and just call her a bitch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, there's a lot that can happen. She hits you. She
Try that shit with me.
Try that shit with me.
Duck and weave. And then I go, bop.
I'll send your head 450 feet down the fucking dead center line drive. Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
I'm sending you out of the park. No questions.
It'll be like a Looney Tunes scene. Boom. Yeah. How to scare the hose. Ooh, this is a good one. How to scare the hose. I think how to scare the hose. I think a really good one is getting like really overly aggressive when the hose are around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
not with the but like
not like hands aggressive, but like they're trying to talk to you. Yell at them.
Yeah,
raise your voice.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, yeah, exactly.
Point.
Yeah,
say you don't know what you're talking about. Like when they're talking about like maybe politics or religion or sexism or something like that comes up.
Yeah, exactly.
Say you don't know
what you're talking about.
Listen here, lady. So yeah, there's two things that come to mind when it comes to scaring the host because I'm good at it.
This is like an Instagram entrepreneur like course, how to scare the host.
Yeah. DM Vibe if you want to know how to scare the host. We'll touch on that again.
This is how to scare the host masterclass.
One is mansplaining.
Yeah.
But
mansplaining in a certain way.
Yeah, like don't let them have a second to tell their side.
No, exactly. I think talking about your business is a good way to scare the host. But like not like talking about your business like if they ask you what you do for work and you're like, "Oh, I own a fucking landscaping company."
Yeah.
Like if they ask you like what you do for work and you're like, "Well, like I'm in stocks." So like and then you start giving them like
last
stock
Friday,
tips.
yeah.
You start giving them like stock tips and like what's going on with the markets and stuff like that, and like really passionately. I think it's a good way to scare the host.
Like I think if you give them like the inner workings of your company, because usually when we talk about scaring the host, you're at like a bar or like a social place where it's usually
and you're like, is it pink?
Where usually it's like surface level interactions. Like, what do you do for work?
Yeah,
I'm a car salesman, and bada bing, you're on to the next subject.
Yeah,
where you feel like, oh, I'm a car salesman, and my fucking last Friday, my general manager was talking to me about this fucking car, and I had to make this sale, and she has to sit there and go,
and you don't let her talk,
and you go, you want to text him? Actually, let's call him and we talk to him.
Yeah,
that'll scare her right away.
And it's good to piggyback on that. A good way to scare the hose with that too is when you're like, get really drunk and get beer breath like in like right in their face.
Talk into her face,
and then don't look at her eyes. Look at like her chin, like at like kind of like the Mona Lisa, like how you're doing like this with beer breath. That's a good way to scare the host too.
Well, that was gonna be my second point was, like getting really drunk.
Great way to scare the host.
And just throwing up on yourself a little bit.
Oh,
and I'm good at that. I've done that a number of times, so I know. Like just a little bit of vomit on the shirt, and if they bring it up, you just go, "Oh yeah, I wasn't feeling good a minute ago."
Dude, have you ever seen the guy who throws up and then like Reed does this? He throws up and then acts like nothing happened, and then, like a baby.
Yeah.
They're just emotionless.
Yeah, like have you seen that? The video went around like a couple weeks ago now, where it's like the guy's outside the bar and he throws up, but he does a spin and as he does it, he goes and spins in a perfect circle.
What?
Dude, it's amazing.
Yeah, Reed does that, and toddlers also do. Reed is oddly like a toddler.
Yeah, mostly a toddler.
Yeah, they don't know how to process what's happening, so they're just straight face, and then they just and then. Yeah, so what do you do for work?
Yeah, so what's your name again?
That's so funny. Getting way too drunk and having beer breath. That's all great ways to scare the host.
Yeah, getting way too drunk's got to be the number one.
Not even just getting way too drunk too, but getting way too drunk in front of them. Like chugging beer and getting beer like spilling on you. Like
you want to do a shot of tequila? You're like at like a nice restaurant.
Yeah. Great way to scare the host.
Where's my drink?
Yeah. Guys, DM Masterclass if you want to find out how to scare the host more.
DM Is It Pink if you want to know more.
DM Do It Clap.
What it smell like for real.
Give me some bad advice for how to set boundaries for my 6-year-old around video games.
Okay, I'm going to get right into it.
Okay.
Don't ever ask us questions about your kids again. We are the wrong people to ask.
Yeah, to do any sort of parental
That is crazy.
Advice. Also, dude, here's the thing, man. Video games are great babysitters.
Yeah.
Like, let your kid play video games because then you can go get drunk.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah.
Let them play Call of Duty.
Picture this. Picture this and tell me this isn't a good family image. Kid, 6 years old, glued to the screen playing Fortnite. The sounds of Fortnite, right? The chess, and then the cling, like that. Kid glued to his eyes are red because he's glued to the screen. The mom is in the background with an empty bottle of wine, passed out on the couch like this. Tell me that isn't a stress-free scene right
Dad's on the couch, 17 beers next to him.
17 fucking Miller Lights.
Bet 365 open. Didn't win anything. Phone's dead.
Lost that month's mortgage payment on a parlay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 6-year-old is watching the 1-year-old while he's playing Fortnite because his parents are both passed out drunk. If that's me in 2 years, I'm the happiest man alive.
Tell me that isn't family.
That's the perfect family scenario.
That's quality family time.
And so we come from broken homes. So what?
Yeah. No, that's the advice right there. Because then here's the thing about being a parent. And I know. Is that everyone always says like, oh my God, taking care of a kid is so like, oh, right. Like it's so they're always complaining about how much it is, right?
Yeah.
Video games are the answer to your prayers.
There's a reason video games came out. It's to babysit your kids.
That kid ain't moving.
No.
Put him in front of the Fortnite.
Put him in front of Fortnite. Buy him 1 to 2 Fortnite skins. It's like $6.
Yeah.
Like big fucking whoop.
Yeah.
And down a bottle of wine. Have a fucking night.
And then you have the night to yourself to just get plastered and make sure the kid sees you get plastered.
Get drunk. Yeah.
So that he knows subconsciously to not leave.
Yeah. So he knows he has to watch his parents.
Yeah. And then that puts the image in his head.
And yeah, pass out drunk. Leave the music on. Leave the beers out.
Yep. Yeah, that's another thing is leave the alcohol out so that just in case he wants.
Yeah. Smoke inside. Smoke inside. It's cold outside.
Well, that was the key ingredient that was missing was like
smoke inside. The secondhand smoke to a 6-year-old is pretty important to his brain development.
Developmental health.
Yeah. So just to recap, I just want to make sure I get it all in a whole.
Yeah.
Don't ask us advice about your kids. Unless you want us to babysit them. We will babysit for free.
Why? What?
We'll do it for free.
What?
We'll do it for free.
That's a weird thing to say.
We will babysit anybody's kids for free. I'm putting it out there right now.
We?
Me and you.
That kid.
Yep.
That kid's going to end up like selling oranges on the corner of the street.
Oh, man. He's going to be like, he's going to know blackjack by the end of the night. He'll be throwing dice, baccarat. Like he's all good.
Teach him how to count cards. Teach him basic strategy. Dude, if you had a 17.
+1, -1. Come on. Keep up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to count to 15 yet. Like, I don't.
What's the count? No, your kids will be fine. You don't have to start parenting until the kid's like 17.
Yeah.
How do I tell my one night stand I'm in love with him?
Propose to him in the morning.
Yeah, I say wait till he wakes up and be in the same bed, and then when he turns over to look at you, already be looking at him like this, and then make sure maybe have it on like a weekday where like it's in the morning and he's got to go to work, and then be like, I called in your work. You don't have to go in today. We can spend the whole day together.
You're
forever.
not going into work today. I texted your boss from your phone. You have a lot of nice pictures on your phone. And he doesn't know this yet, but you already zip tied his hands to the bed frame.
Yeah. So he's kind of like wiping, or like he's kind of like getting out of it, and then he goes to
like he's like, what the?
And he goes to move his arms. And he's like, what the fuck? And then that's your cue to say, we can be together forever.
You say good morning, sweetie pie.
Good morning, sweetie pie.
I made eggs. Yeah, that should work. He'll fall in love right away.
Yeah, I say that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
My crush nuts so fast. How do I make him last longer?
Stop making it so sloppy. The top is too sloppy. That shit's too big.
Stop making it clap so much.
No, that shit's clapping for real. Take it easy. Dude's in it for 1 minute. He's just overwhelmed. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
On a friend level?
Yeah.
You do no nut November?
Can you say it one more time without stuttering?
Are you doing no nut November?
Oh, I mean, good enough. No nut November. What day is it today?
The 3rd.
Nope.
Already failed, brother. 2 hours ago.
Are you?
Yep.
You're doing no nunskies?
Yeah, no nunskies.
No nutskis November?
Yep.
Really?
Keeping it all for myself.
No way.
Yep.
You probably save a lot of nutrients. What?
What do you mean save a lot of nutrients?
Well, discharge.
Nutrients leave on discharge?
Surely.
For sure.
There's no way they don't. What's the longest? Have you gone a full November without?
Are you out of your mind? A full month.
You just said you're gonna do it.
I'm not going to do it. But you bring up a great point. What's the longest you've gone?
Do you want me to lie or do you want me to be honest?
I want you to be honest. I was going to say lie, but I kind of want you to be honest.
What's yours? On the count, how many days? We'll say on the count of 3. Just to say the number of days.
Okay.
And this is serious?
Yeah.
Okay. On go.
On go.
You do rock paper scissors on shoot, but you don't do rock paper scissors on scissors. 3, 2, 1. Say it. It's
Okay.
not 3, 2. Say it.
Okay.
It's 3, 2, 1. Say it.
On 3.
The number of days, right?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1,
4. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Dude, anything more than 96 hours.
You're struggling.
You start getting 100 hours? Fuck that.
Well, I'm just thinking like the only thing that makes me say 4 is, you know, you get on some boy strips. You don't really have a moment to bust one out. And so I'm thinking like,
oh, buddy.
Like I'll find a minute.
Yeah.
I'll find a bathroom somewhere.
I need 20 seconds.
and yeah, by the end of those 4 days,
dude, getting caught whacking off on a boy strip is crazy.
That'd be social suicide.
In the forest, staring at a tree. Oh yeah, dude, hunched over, wide back.
You're just like, I gotta take a shit for a second. You only go like 15 feet into the woods. You just, Jesus Christ. No, but and what I was gonna say at those boys trips after the 4 days, the boys aren't talking to each other anymore. They're grunting like monkeys now.
it's primitive.
Like,
yeah.
You're
Need fire.
Yeah, you're like bumping each other for power. You're like, who's the apex here? Yeah. Everybody's full of nuts.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. You and the boys drive half an hour outside of civilization, and within 72 hours, you guys have like spears.
You're just cooking one of the guys over the fire. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
When a couple city kids get lost for a fucking weekend. Yeah. 4 days, eh?
Yeah, that's got.
I don't think I've gone 5. Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. I was gonna say 4, maybe 5.
Yeah. Yeah. No way.
A week?
I'd have never gone Sunday to Sunday.
No.
And Sunday is my yarp off day.
Yeah, that's God's day. He deserves it.
Yep. You got to get the evil out of you.
It doesn't make you a bad person. Trying to justify.
Is masturbation a sin?
Oh yeah.
But is it like that's what I'm wondering is because if you sin you go to hell, right?
Yep.
Like
unless you repent.
Okay, but you have to go tell the guy every time you jack off?
Yeah. That's
crazy. Did you grow up Christian or Catholic or whatever?
No.
So I would wonder if someone whoever's Christian or Catholic, and I don't even know the difference, is masturbation like, because if you sin,
yep, the
Bible says you go to hell, right?
Automatically to hell.
Actually?
No, I don't know. I think it is like God forgives.
Because everyone sins.
Yeah.
There's no, because even swearing a sin?
I don't know if that's a sin. I think you're not supposed to do it, but I don't think it's considered a sin.
Because if you jack off and that's a sin, then and if you don't repent for it, then you go to hell. Then the only way to repent for it is to confess and go. So every time you yank off, you got to go tell an old guy in a robe. And what's that guy doing with this information?
Yeah,
he's whacking off.
What's he doing with it?
He's behind the wall.
He's the real sinner. He's the devil.
Yeah, he's like, give me the details.
Ugh.
What a good line of work that would be, hey? Just
being a pastor.
Yeah. Do you know what all the 10 commandments are?
I know the 10 crack commandments.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 crack commandments. Whoa. The 10 commandments. Do not worship any gods before me.
Okay.
Do not make or worship any idols. These are not the. I thought it was like don't steal bikes and shit. Do not take the name of the Lord your God in vain.
Mm-hmm. Never say the Lord's name in vain.
Right. So I think that's swearing, but with the Lord's name in it. Like saying, God damn it.
God damn it.
Honor your father and mother. That's sweet. Do not murder.
That's all it says?
Yeah. It just says do not murder.
Like, you think that'd be number 1, no?
Yeah, it's number 6.
That's crazy. He's like, must honor me, can't honor any other gods, and don't kill people.
Don't swear.
Yeah.
And also,
don't say my name.
Do not commit adultery. What's adultery?
Is that cheating or is that sex?
I think to commit or to have an intimate sexual relationship with someone other than one's spouse. Interesting.
Do bear arms.
The right to ye and the right to ha. Interesting.
What were we even talking about?
What's your favorite religion?
Muslim.
You think so?
No, Buddhism.
That's a good one. That's because I feel like that one's like they're vibing.
The thing is, yeah, I couldn't even tell you a single thing about it, but that's what I was gonna say. They just seem like mad vibes.
Because Buddha is in that's in the dream blunt rotation.
Like, have Buddha in the yeah.
Or like
it would be like Buddha.
Or like any of like the are monks Buddhists? I think monks are Buddhists.
They have to be.
So monks are in the dream blunt rotation. They don't say shit. They just be vibing.
Okay, dream blunt rotation right here. You got a monk. You got Joe Rogan. And you got Alex Jones.
That's just a Joe Rogan podcast episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, I love jerking off.
When you and your boys started podcast, man, I just love jacking off. Just like, that's what you guys talk about? Yeah, bro, just honestly tugging on my shit be so real sometimes.
Tug that shit till it's sore, bro.
So, a couple days ago, you reposted you saying you could be an NHL goalie, and you'd be a I think you said like a decent NHL goalie. Like
I said I would let in 4 goals.
Yeah,
I said because I would stand in net and I would not move and I would let the defense do the job, and there's a good chance that I only let in 4 goals.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine. You can say lies. That's all right. I'm
not even gonna interrupt you. I'm just gonna let you go.
Yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen it, go back in the clips and you can find the goalie post. So I was watching and I was like, is there anything that I'm like clinically delusional with?
Well,
and you are delusional. Don't interrupt me. You are delusional. And so I was like, I don't think there is. Like, I don't think there's anything. And then
crazy you're doing this.
It made me think. I was like, my like 4th grader brain came into my mind. First thing I thought, I'm faster than Connor. 2 feet on the ground, I'm faster than you,
bro.
In a race, I'm faster. And I know you're gonna say, "Oh, I play football, UBC, blah blah blah." Like, nah, bro. 2 feet on the ground, 100 meters, Danzo.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you putting me in a situation where I have to, like, this is a character you're doing, and it comes from a place of we were just talking about sins. It comes from a place of evil. Like right now, what you're doing, and I'm not even saying this I'm not religious personally.
Okay.
But I just haven't found a reason to, or like proof, or what. I haven't found I might be not religious for the rest of my life. I might find God. I might find Buddha. I don't fucking know.
Find
right?
God, yeah.
Whatever. Right now, what you're doing, if I was religious, I'd say this is the devil talking.
Okay.
Like it's coming out of you right now, and I'm seeing it in real time. You
Okay.
need an exorcist, and you're putting it on my plate now. Can you see how that's selfish?
No,
because what am I gonna now? What I have to do to fight the devil, and you're gonna look at me as if I'm mean for this.
What do you have to do
now to fight the devil? I have to remind them how tall you are.
And see, I was going to bring this up too.
And now you're going to call me mean for that.
No.
But remember, I'm fighting the devil right now.
I'll say it. I'm not scared. Okay, I'll say it. Connor's 6'3", and I'm 6'1.5", and we're not that far apart.
All right.
We sit in the same chairs.
Yeah.
We're the same. It's fine. Okay, I'm 6'1", maybe 6'1.5".
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
I'm barely 6 foot. I'm a hair under 5'11".
Well, if you could round, you could almost because I've seen ones.
I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
5'9".
So
5'9" on paper.
So Matt's 5'7".
Just keeps going down.
No, are you? I think you're actually like 5'10", aren't you? 5'9".
5'9".
5'9". Yeah.
5'9". 5'9" on a good hair day. 5'9" on a good hair day.
Which I think let's look up average male height.
Like
5'9".
He says this from a freak height.
5'9".
Like you're a freak of nature, you know that, right? Like you're
I
disgusting.
am not a freak of nature.
You're disgusting in the eyes of humans. You're fucking grossly
This
tall.
is what did I say about the devil? What did I say about the devil? And now I have to fight this, and you're gonna be like, wow. And I'll even say this. This is my luck. People will watch this and they'll be like, man, Connor's really mean.
No, what they're
Look
gonna
at- I'm
what they're
dealing
gonna
with
say,
Satan right now.
Like they're gonna be like, wow, Matt does look fast. They'll be like, wow, he does look a little speedy.
You have a fast haircut.
And
yeah.
the thing is, like my feet, because they're so little, like I go tick 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 tick. Like you take these big Slender Man strides.
Sure.
Yeah, like it's easy money.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Are you saying that you would be faster than me because you've had a recent sprint and in your head you were like, "Ooh, that was fast," and now I'm living my life like, "Yeah, I'm fast"? Or are you saying that because you're like you haven't had a real sprint
No.
in a long time?
No.
And you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I could come off the couch and be Connor.
I just think when you when you were in a little kid in elementary, like you were like being the fastest kid was everything.
Huge.
And so when you were talking about being a goalie, I was like, bro thinks he's an athlete. I was like, I'm an athlete. And the first thing I was like, well, I'm faster than him.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first thing that popped in my head.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I'm not a sprinter. Like I don't sprint for fun.
No.
You're saying that like like bro does not sprint.
No. When is the last time you've had an on-land? Because you're a hockey player and you're really good.
Mm-hmm.
You're really good. You're very good. You're really good at that sport.
Can you say that again? I'm really good at hockey.
You're really good at that sport that people play when they have to like limit what everyone can do.
Yeah.
And you have to like play it on knives on ice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't just like play on land. You got to play that thing where it's like you have to be like, hey, we're gonna play the sport, but we're gonna put knives on our feet and just be on ice. And then
Yeah.
everyone's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
So
that seems hard.
So then half of the competition just gets weeded out.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had an on-land sprint?
All out sprint. Damn. Too long.
Rest my case.
But I run. I'm a runner.
Jog?
Jogger. I'm a jogger.
Okay.
So I know the mechanics of running for sure.
I would hope so.
And sprinting's
you're almost 30 years old.
Sprinting's just
Sprinting's just a jog but faster.
it's just a degree. It's just the next level.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Right.
And you make it seem like you sprint on a regular basis. How often do you sprint? Tough guy.
Yeah, no, you're making a really good case for your thing, but I think that thing that you're missing is like fuck. It's like when you like know what's going on, like reality, like a grasp of reality. Do you know what I mean?
Like I'm losing my grasp on reality.
Yeah, you're like losing that a bit. Yeah, but other than that, you're making incredible points. And I think honestly, the only way to do that is to settle it.
What do you mean? I'm not picking up what you're laying down. Like settle.
You just said you can beat me in a race,
Uh-huh.
and I said let's settle it, and you said, "What do you mean settle it?"
Wants to back out immediately.
The fuck do you think I mean settle it? Let's race.
Okay. Done.
Okay.
Book it.
And don't no in your socks because I bet when you in your socks can run, I bet you are really fast.
What's that movie where it's like, I take my shoes off, I run faster in my socks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I run in my socks.
Shoes on.
No, barefoot.
No.
Barefoot, monkey foot.
No, because you have monkey strength.
Yeah.
You are.
What's your 40 time? Because you actually played football, so you actually probably know your 40 time.
In my prime?
Yeah, like at your peak, and flex on the hose one time. Because
It's 4.7.
damn, I'm hitting 4.4 easy. Best receivers in the league are barely hitting
4.4 is monstrous.
like crazy fast.
I'm hitting 4.4 easy.
Yeah, 4.4 light work. Everybody, place your bets now. Who do you think?
Okay. So I found this video a couple days ago, and it reminded me, I think we watched it years ago together. This is, and I don't mean this to say fun of this guy, because this is a very unfortunate thing. But side point from that has got to be hands down the funniest, like the illness to have.
Yeah, if you like, I don't know what comedian it was that did the bit where it's like, you know, it's awful to have Tourette's, but like if you're gonna have, if anyone's gonna be funny, it's that. Like
that's a good one.
Like that's
actually
funny.
Tourette's might be funnier than this.
When a sleep attack does hit you, there's absolutely nothing you can do about going to sleep.
You alright, D? You here, D? You alright?
Whether you're in your high street or whatever you're doing, you have to fall asleep.
D. Dowd has invited me to spend a day in his life. D has narcolepsy.
Gotta get him up before he gets wet. Yep. Come on, darling. Up you get.
There's no way.
D rarely leaves his housing commission flat because he never knows when he'll fall asleep.
Oh, sorry.
What is narcolepsy?
Narcolepsy is a problem with the brain where your sleep-wake cycle switch is broken.
Very unfortunate.
So sad, but the the moment is funny.
Is
as long as he's safe and he doesn't fall and doesn't hurt himself.
You want this guy to be safe. You never want this guy to get hurt, and it is you recognize the unfortunate circumstance he has.
Dude, playing the guitar and just go like that. I don't care who you are.
When he was playing with the dog, and then he's on all fours, and he's
like, I don't care. That in itself is funny.
You have to take it aside.
You have to take everything away.
You want this guy to be happy, healthy, and safe.
Yeah, but that's funny.
For sufferers, the compulsion to sleep is physically overwhelming.
When you say you need to sleep, you just have to go.
Why would see? This is what I don't
This
like.
documentary's fucking with him.
This is what I don't like. They cut it to be funny.
They cut to him zooted.
1 second he's standing, the next he's all fours spread out, starfish, sleeping on the concrete.
And needs a full-time carer.
Helps being a big girl.
Around 50 times a day, but sometimes more. He'll fall asleep for minutes or hours wherever he
Bro,
is.
help my man out.
Body.
Just make sure you can breathe.
So I'm a bit dreamy at the moment, and
Oh, like don't give him the cup.
No.
Talk to me.
Grab him.
Yeah,
He's going down.
to wake up, doesn't it?
Don't give him the cup. Take the cup.
I'm getting there.
Oh, that's happening.
Yeah, your eyes are opening up.
You put eyeliner on because of the camera.
Uh-oh.
Out.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be triggered by stress or excitement. The result is instant.
His carer's not doing a good job.
No, they're letting that's why I'm like
I'd be behind that guy like he's like I'm spotting him for a
arms
squat.
under the armpits, and you're just
Like
ready to catch
he
him.
started to go down about 10 seconds ago.
She just
and
let him.
and she went like this.
Yeah.
And like you're not holding up a 200-pound man doing that.
Well, the cup of coffee or tea or whatever that was.
His head's going like this, and she's just like,
Do not let him hold especially after you just woke up, probably
Yeah,
the
he's like-
sleepiest.
he's like clearly not there.
And you got to be able to tell when he's going. Like, dude,
That's what I mean. He does. I mean, sometimes it's out, but you know, his head kind of.
he'll start to show signs. Yeah.
Well, that's so. When we're talking about them filming it to you know, they put the somber music on, but like they clearly show it in a way that people are gonna laugh at it.
Yeah, like the filmography of that.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing is like that's so funny though.
Yeah.
Another episode in the books.
Mm-hmm. Two bangers back to back.
Back-to-back headers. I like this model.
Mm-hmm. This is
I
real
like this
good.
model.
I think the people are gonna enjoy more regular episodes as well.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It might be another week delayed for the next set, just because I won't be coming home until like closer to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a little over 1 month by the time I'm back. But every other week, and then we'll get a lot of clips over these two pods. So, chat, love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, watching the episodes, listen to the episodes, whatever you're doing. Follow the social media, subscribe to the YouTube, download the audio on whatever platform you got them. We appreciate you so much. Send in any submissions that you want to the Instagram, the TikTok, whatever you got. Mine, Patsy's, the Big Brain Boys.
Yes, sir.
All of it. We'll keep it on. And words?
Yeah. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Appreciate the 2 episodes. And yeah, see you guys in a couple weeks.
Gang, gang.